Hi everyone, welcome to Miraculous Microbes. I am Dr. R. Vinodni. Today I would like to discuss about nitrogen cycle. Let's get started. First begin with introduction. Although molecular nitrogen is abundant in the Earth's atmosphere but is chemically inert and therefore cannot be utilized by most living organisms and plants. Plants, animal and most microorganisms depend on the source of combined or fixed nitrogen or organic nitrogenous compounds for their nutrition and growth. Plant requires fixed nitrogen, that is ammonia and nitrate, provided by microorganism, but about 95 to 98% soil nitrogen is in organic form, that is unavailable form, which is restrict the development for the living organism including plant and microorganisms. Therefore, transformation of the nitrogen and nitrogenous compounds mediated by the soil microorganism is of paramount importance in supplying required form of nitrogen to plant and various nutritional class of organism in the biosphere. In nature, nitrogen exists in three different forms, that is gaseous form, organic form like protein, amino acid, chitins, nucleic acid and amino sugars, and inorganic form like ammonia and nitrates. Biological nitrogen fixation. Biological nitrogen fixation can carry out by both symbiotic and non-symbiotic organisms. Rhizobium is an example for symbiotic relationship which fix the nitrogen in legume plants. Frankia and Anabina fix the nitrogen in non-legume plants. In non-symbiotic relationship, organism may be a free-living or associative. Azobacter, Beigernica, Rhodospirillum and blue-green algae are example for free-living organism. Azospirillum, Acetobacter, Herbaspirillum are example for associative group of organism. Nutritional categories of nitrogen fixing bacteria are heterotrophs and photoautotrophs. Heterotroph is nothing but the organism cannot produce their own food. Photoautotrophs can make their own food through the process of photosynthesis. Next is the nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle is a set of the biogeochemical process by which nitrogen undergoes the chemical reaction, change the forms and move through different reservoirs on earth including living organisms. Nitrogen is required for all organisms to live and grow because it is an essential component for DNA, RNA and protein. However, most organisms cannot use atmospheric nitrogen, the largest reservoir. The nitrogen cycle have a 5 process like nitrogen fixation, nitrogen uptake, nitrogen mineralization, nitrification and denitrification. This picture clearly shows the nitrogen cycle. Let's see detailedly about the steps which involved in the nitrogen cycle. The first step is the nitrogen fixation. In this process, nitrogen is converted into ammonium, which is essential because it is the only way that organism can attain nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. Certain bacteria, for an example, those among the genus of Rhizobium, are the only organism that fix the nitrogen through metabolic process. Nitrogen fixing bacteria often form the symbiotic relationship with host plant. This symbiosis is well known occur in the legume family of the plants, example beans, peas and clover. In this symbiotic relationship, nitrogen-fixing bacteria inhabitate in legume plant root nodules and receive carbohydrates and the favorable environment from their host plant in exchange for some of the nitrogen they fix. There are also nitrogen-fixing bacteria that exist without the plant host, which are free-living nitrogen fixers. In aquatic environment, blue-green algae is an important free-living nitrogen fixers. Second step is nitrogen uptake. The ammonia produced by nitrogen-fixing bacteria is usually quickly incorporated into protein and other organic nitrogen compounds either by plant host or bacteria or other soil organisms. Third step is the nitrogen mineralization. After nitrogen is incorporated into organic matter, it is often converted back into the inorganic nitrogen by the process called nitrogen mineralization. It is otherwise called as the decay. When organism die, decomposes, consumes the organic matter and lead to the process of decomposition. During this process, significant amount of nitrogen contained within the dead organism is converted into ammonium. Once in the form of the ammonium, nitrogen is available for use by plants or for further transformation into nitrate through the process called nitrification. Fourth step is nitrification. Some of the ammonium produced by decomposition is converted to nitrate by the process called nitrification. The bacteria can carry out this reaction, gain the energy from it. The nitrification requires the presence of oxygen, so the nitrification can happen only in an oxygen-rich environment like circulating or flowing water and very surface layer of soil and sediments. The process of nitrification has some important consequence. Ammonium ions are positively charged and therefore stick to the negatively charged clay particles and soil organic matter. The positive charge prevents the ammonium nitrogen from being washed out of the soil by rainfall. In contrast, the negatively charged nitrate ions is not held by the soil particles and so can be washed down the soil profile, leading to decrease the soil fertility and nitrate enrichment of downstream surface and groundwaters. Last step is denitrification. Through this process, oxidized form of nitrogen such as nitrate and nitrite are converted to dinitrogen and lesser extent to nitrous oxide gas. Denitrification is an anaerobic process that is carried by denitrifying bacteria which convert nitrate to nitrogen in the following sequences. Nitric oxide and nitrous oxide are both environmentally important gases. Nitric oxide contributes to smoke and nitrous oxide is an important greenhouse gas, thereby contributing to global climate change. This process is also called as dissimilatory nitrate reduction. In this, nitrate nitrogen is completely lost into atmospheric air. In the soil with high organic matter and anaerobic soil condition, rate of denitrification is more. Thus, rice or paddy field are more prone to denitrification. The most important denitrifying bacteria are Thiobacillus denitrificans, Micrococcus denitrificans, and the species of Pseudomonas, Bacillus, Acaromobacter, Serratia, Paracoccus, etc. Denitrification leads to loss of nitrogen from the soil, which results into the depletion of essential nutrient for plant growth, and therefore it is an undesirable process or reaction from the soil fertility and agriculture productivity. Thank you. I hope this video gave you a clear view about the nitrogen cycle. I will catch you at the next video related to the microbiology.